Hello, and welcome back to my page, Viva Virtue, where I review old movies and also just my clear, transparent, unfiltered thoughts on what I thought about these movies. I know I've been gone for a long time, and honestly, you all should be welcoming me back, but don't get discouraged because I will be more consistent in bringing you all these old movies. Today, I have a movie for you called Shockproof. It was made in 1949. Unfortunately, I cannot escape romance in these old movies, but it's not too bad. Let's just say they love adding drama and spice. And what is the quickest way to add drama to a plot besides romance? So in 1949, the average home price was $7,500. Can you imagine that? You can barely get a car for $7,500. I don't want to hear another baby boomer questioning anybody that was born after them. The baby boomers were getting boomed into the world at this time. Now, the actual plot. In this movie, we have a criminal and a parole officer. Now, what's interesting about this setup is that the criminal is actually a woman. Usually, it's like bad boy, good girl type thing. No, it's the reverse this time. And so Jenny Marsh is a parolee, or the ex-criminal, and a man named Griff is her parole officer. Now, spoiler alert, not really. He falls in love with her. At the onset of the film, we see Jenny Marsh as a very guarded woman with a delinquent past. But Griff, he's a very by-the-book sort of character, and so falling in love with the parolee is sure to bring friction in his professional and public life. But if you want to know exactly why Griff and Jenny's story is shock-proof, then you have to watch the movie. Press pause right now. Come back later to see and hear my unfiltered reviews and thoughts about Shockproof. In this movie, there is lying, there is guns, there is PDA, there is obviously crime because we're dealing with a criminal. What I will say is that it's in a very safe environment, so there's no gore or anything like that, and there's no heavy PDA. The PDA is very chill. Now, regarding the actual plot between Griff and Jenny, I don't think that it was fair to Jenny that her parole officer falls in love with her, quote unquote, because she is a parolee. He has a lot of leverage over her future, aka are you going back to prison or not? So what is a parolee really supposed to do when your parole officer confesses his love for you? Okay, if you say no, now is he gonna, plant something on you? How does that go down? And so that is what I didn't like. And he fell for her so fast. It was almost kind of scary. Are you okay? Are you desperate? Next thing that I like, and I don't have a lot on this movie, guys, but it was still good. Next thing that I did like was the ending. I liked how, because you know how Jenny was getting pimped a little bit? I like how the pimp, this is how you know he was a real pimp, because at the end he was like, nah, if she can cause all that trouble, you can have her. If she can cause all that trouble, you can have her. It wasn't super serious to him, it wasn't like he got crazy or emotional about it. Plus the movie needed to end. I think the movie's only an hour and 30 minutes, if that. I'll say it's not longer than an hour and 30 minutes. And I love how short these old movies are. His mom, Griff's mom, played a really nice role. She was very nice in helping Jenny as a mother figure, because it's obvious she didn't grow up with a lot of elderly support, I guess, around her, a good home life, which was interesting to see, because I don't know, when I think of the 1940s and 50s, you just think everybody grew up in the perfect nuclear family, when that's not the case. To feature a movie where a girl is a criminal is cool, and she was still a woman, it wasn't she was this hard gang-banging thug. No, she was a woman who went to prison. And so that was a really cool aspect of the movie that I just didn't think about when I think about the 1940s. You just think about, perfect nuclear family. No, people had problems then and now. But I really want to know what you all thought about this movie, and if you would rate it like I rated it, which, let me tell you my ratings now. I would rate this movie a 7 because I liked the ending and I liked the twists and turns. I was so shook, literally. There's a really big plot twist in this movie that I don't want to say exactly, but I liked it. And morality rating, it was a 7 as well, because yes, of course there were adult themes, but it wasn't adult visuals, okay? It was just the concept. Thank you so much for watching this film review, and until next time, ciao for now.